Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be on this makeup look right here. In the process of transferring all of my footage over to my computer, I realized that I completely accidentally deleted the intro and outro to this video and my entire February favorites. So I'm refilming the intro. I created this look in inspiration from Desi Perkins. If you know anything about me, you know that her and Luster Lux are two of my favorite YouTubers in the entire world. She had this really nice mustard toned eyeshadow with a winged eyeliner, and I was just like so obsessed with it, so I recreated it to the best of my ability and kind of added a little bit of a twist, and I hope you like it. The products that I'm going to be using in the video are going to be listed in the description box as well as on my website, mallexandra24. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Hey friends, so I'm gonna use my Nivea Men Sensitive Aftershave Balm to prime it. And I have a story. So I just sat down and I had every intention to film a first impression on the new Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. And I honestly, I have never had such an issue with a new foundation ever in my life. I'm gonna take my very tried and true L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation in W3 to use on my face. And then I'm gonna blend it in with my beauty blender. My mom's crying. She's watching Suits right now. Are you crying, Mom?
This is finished.
Oh, it's okay, Mom. It's not finished. It's still on. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Cover FX Cream Concealer, and this one is in the shade G Light, whatever that means in Cover FX world. And I'm going to use another brush that broke on me, but I'm going to use the little handle that I love. I'm just not ready to give it away yet. And the places that you tend to highlight, which are under the eyes, center of your face, down the bridge of your nose, and on the forehead. Even some on the chin too, just for good measures. Set that, I'm going to take my Marcelle loose face powder in translucent and just set everything. So I went ahead and I did my eyebrows off camera, but I'm just taking whatever's left of the foundation and concealer, I guess mixed, that's on my beauty blender. And I'm just going to tap that over my eyelids just because I can't find my Essence one for some reason. I don't know. March is my birthday month and I'm so excited. I just watched Desi Perkins' new video on, it was pretty much like a favorites video, an update video, whatever you want to call it. There was like a really warm mustard tone in her crease, and that reminded me automatically of Uninterrupted by MAC, which is one of my favorite shades. So I really wanted to use that as inspo and kind of not completely recreate, because I don't even know what she used for that look, but I wanted to, I guess, kind of try and recreate it. I don't know. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Bamboo from MAC and a little bit of Creme Brûlée from Makeup Geek. Just going to work that over the top of the crease. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my Tartelette in Bloom palette, the palette that I'm using to put on, I don't know, I guess as a mirror, and I'm going to take a little bit of Flower Child, which is this pale pinky tone right here, and I'm just going to work that on my lid. And then with that same, actually no, I'm going to go in with a different one. This is a Morphe blending brush. It kind of looks like a MAC 217 or a Sigma 225. This brush has no product on it, but I'm just going to go very lightly around the outer edges of that white color. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Uninterrupted by MAC. I kind of hate that I'm using this in a tutorial right now because they have discontinued Uninterrupted and I'm so sad about it, but it's a really nice mustard, warm, yellowy, orangey brown kind of color. I love it. It's my favorite. I'm going to take this on my Morphe M300, and if you guys saw my January favorites, you know that this has just been the absolute shit in my life right now. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to start incorporating this color into the crease just over the other brown color that we put down. And I really, really, really want to make this color very opaque, so I'm going to keep working it in. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this shade Rebel, which is this shade right here. It's kind of it's like a mauvey brown shade on that same Morphe M300, and I'm just going to work that right in the crease. I'm going to literally stick the point of the brush in my crease, wiggle it so that it deposits a little bit of the color, and then just work that in my crease as well. Definitely keep it under the Uninterrupted because you don't want to kill that color. I'm gonna keep it really dark on the outside. I'm gonna have Uninterrupted very prominently in the crease. I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe blending brush, and I'm gonna grab a little bit more Uninterrupted very lightly, work that back over that purple shade. And I'm gonna do this in between each step just so I make sure that I don't lose Uninterrupted at all. Just to deepen up the crease a little bit more, I'm going to take a little bit of Leader, which is this shade right here, with that same brush because I love switching up brushes, can't you tell? And I'm going to work that in the very outer corner just to add a little bit more dimension. Then periodically you can go back into Flower Child, which is that pale white shade, and just touch up the inner corner. Now I'm going to go do my winged eyeliner off camera, and then I'm going to be right back. While I wait for it to dry so we can continue on with the face, I'm going to start bronzing up my skin, and I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and this little mini Morphe brush. So now that I've bronzed up my skin a little bit, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and take Sombre and Shadowplay, which are two of my favorite contouring shades, and I'm just going to chisel up my cheekbones. So now that the eyes, or the eyeliner per se, is a little bit dry, I'm just going to put on some mascara, and I'm using my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I love this stuff. So now I'm going to move on to the lower lash line, and you can't really see it in any of the pictures that I'm going to be showing you in here, but she did have like a very nice burnt orangey kind of red color, so I'm going to incorporate that in this look. And I'm going to take a little bit more of Bamboo and Creme Brûlée by Makeup Geek and just work that on the lower lash line just as a base. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Sienna by Anastasia Beverly Hills on that same Morphe brush, just tap off the excess and work that very closely to the lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take a little more Uninterrupted and just re-accentuate it in my crease, just because I feel like I'm losing it a bit with all of the shading. So now I'm going to go apply my false eyelashes. I'm going to apply my KOKO lashes, Goddess lashes, which are my favorite ones in the entire world, and I'll be right back because I can't do that on camera either. Okay, so I have applied my fake eyelashes. This one is still drying, so if it acts up, that's probably why. I realized though that when I was putting on my eyelashes, the red wasn't as red as I want it to be. So I'm going to take a little bit of Cocoa Bear, which is very similar to Sienna, but I feel like it's a little bit more red. I don't know. I could be losing it. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to run it really close to my lower lash line. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Melba by MAC, which is another one of my favorite blushes ever. And I'm going to take that on, what brush am I going to take it on? I'm going to take that on that same brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to work that just over that contour. Just for a little bit of color, you know? Onto the glow, I'm going to take Mary Luminizer, because Mary Luminizer is one of Desi's favorite highlighters, so I'm going to take it too, and I'm just going to work that on my cheekbones. She was wearing kind of like a peachy, like a really light peach shade, but because I'm personally not really a fan of those colors, I'm gonna find my Spice lip liner by MAC. Okay, so since I can't find my Spice lip liner, which is actually kind of troubling me, I'm gonna take Boldly Bare lip liner by MAC, and I'm gonna line my lips just ever so slightly with it. One of the newer shades from Desi Colors. This one's called Bear With Me. I haven't even used it yet, so I'm going to use these. And I'm just going to put it on. Me again. So that is the end of the video. I really hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you haven't. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye! Like, I'm so... You do not understand. So I finally made the investment and I bought this guy. It's like the perfect selfie camera. Who are we kidding? This cost a pretty penny, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely not one of the cheaper purchases, but I am so happy that I bought it. Bought it at Best Buy. I'd been looking like literally left, right, center, upside down for this camera for it at a decent price, and then I ended up buying it at a decent price from Best Buy. So I'm super happy with it. All of the makeup pictures that I've been taking with it have been super fun.